There's huntsman work, and then there's work that only a huntsman can stomach. In Mistral, you'll get both kinds. Full of thieves and assassins, this is a region where the people can be just as, if not more, dangerous than the Grimm. If you don't know how to watch yourself, a wrong back alley can swallow you up just as easily as a manticore. It's the type of place where secrets live in the open. Perfect for the brazen sort to make an unscrupulous living. Unlike Vacuo, this isn't where people go to disappear. It's where they go to make empires. Hidden amongst the winding mountains and in the belly of the underworld, you're sure to find them. Just make sure you don't stick your nose too far where it doesn't belong.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Grimm campaign. I'm your host and headmaster, Eddie Rivas, and with me today and always is Team SAFR. You guys can introduce yourselves whenever you want.
I'm Chad James, and I play Pike Wright. What? I'm the one that did it.
Down.
I play Asher Mora. I was looking at Carrie.
I'm Laura Yates, and I play Arashtra Sky.
My name is Carrie Shawcross. I play Pike Wright, and nothing else matters because at the beginning of this, when we were testing stuff, I rolled 69, and then Chad rolled 420 immediately after. Nothing else matters anymore.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Come on. 420. Oh.
And I'm Chris Kokitos, and I play Phoenix Nemean, and I can't help but laugh a lot.
Chad, do you want to give us a rundown of where we were at starting off this episode?
Yeah. So we got back from our fun little, and by that I mean incredibly scary and dangerous truck heist. So we head back to the, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Hangout Super Squad. We give an update to Takaya, and we kind of told him what was going on, and he was very interested in the artifacts, and he really wanted us to drop those off so they could inspect them, especially the Mega Man Gauntlet.
What did you guys do? Did you guys tell him the truth?
Or Arastra, for that matter, for some reason, despite the fact that we fully trust this kind old man, she was very reluctant to speak the truth to him.
Just to be perfectly clear, Phoenix and I were with children at the time, so we didn't lie to anybody.
That's true. So then Arastra and Asher made their way over, we're going to make their way over to Templeton's shop because we found out that he had unlocked another crate and there's probably another artifact that we can check out. But we did not get there because we heard through comms that while Pike and Phoenix had been kind of checking in on the kids and seeing why they're all looking so down, that our best boy Taupe had been investigating, like we had asked him to do, like, hey, see what's going on with this whole security malfunction. And he came across two suspicious individuals in our child army, who I cannot remember their names, but one of them sounded like a color, I think, or a fruit.
Raz and Fuchsia, those were their names.
I got both, raspberry and fuchsia, color and a fruit. We got it. And so we bypassed that and we went straight to meet up with the other members of our team who had uncovered some footprints that were leading off, and we followed them, and it looked like something had happened and a body was dragged away.
There is blood. It may or may not belong to a child. It might be kid blood, and that kid might be Taupe.
You guys did some investigating, and you found out that Taupe had been asking around for something to do with these two kids, right? They were the ones that were put on the weird sewer entrance that you guys had kind of discovered earlier that someone had been messing with. Taupe had some reason to be suspicious of them, started asking around, checking things out, went to go confront them, and never came back. And when you guys went there, the kids were gone. You guys get out there, do some investigating, and you saw that there were several sets of footprints. You found the torn up like kind of junior huntsman badge that you had first given to Taupe the first time you met him. And then it looked like several more pairs of footprints, larger than these kids had joined, and that there had been some kind of scuffle. There was some blood, and it looked like two feet had been dragged through the mud.
Can I pick up the badge?
We'll go ahead and start kind of right there at this scene, right?
Okay.
So you guys have come out of the sewer and you can kind of hear like the hubbub going on from the hedges out into the distance where everything kind of picks up. People are out for the day shopping, and you see all these signs of this altercation, and you find you have this badge here on the ground. So if that's the first thing you want to do is kind of pick it up, and what are you doing with it?
I'm doing that thing where I pick it up and then I hold it in my hand and I look off, and I kind of I don't crush it, but I clench it in my fists. I'd like to take a look around and see if I can maybe determine how fresh everything is.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'd like to use my sniffy lion nose. Ooh, and I'd like to sniff
the kid blood. Go ahead and say it.
No! I want to sniff the the junior huntsman badge and see if I can pick up the scent.
Phoenix, give me your roll, and then I'll figure out what we're resolving.
I got a 16 on my investigation, by the way.
I got a 9.
Right, you're able to kind of pick up this scent, and it kind of leads you towards the mouth of the alley that leads out towards the hedges, but it gets really mixed in with kind of all the other vendors and other things that are going on. There's a lot of people out here. So yeah, Pike, your investigation, right, like leading around, you actually looking around some of the muddy footprints and stuff, you actually find something kind of like a key card sticking out of the mud.
Is there information on the key card?
Yeah, sure. You pick it up and you turn it over, and it leads to, right, there's an apartment address like in the hedges, and Asher, you would recognize it as a just a place that you're familiar with, right? You sort of know what this building is, and right, there is a like an apartment number on it.
Well, I recommend we go check out the apartments, and I know this great little dust shop along the way.
It actually is fairly close to that dust shop that you guys kind of
Oh,
went
do you
to
mean the
last
one that
season.
Asher tried to steal from?
Listen,
The place is always
the place
so
where Taupe was
awkward.
working.
Yeah.
When you yeah.
How about 2 of us go get dust and 2 of us go check out this apartment?
If
Let's
it's
make
on
our
the
way-
way, I say we just pop in.
All right, let's just pop in, and we can ask about Taupe.
You guys head out of this alley and you head kind of north along this street, and typical day in the hedges, kind of weaving your way in and out of this crowd. And yeah, just the mood around here is fairly heavy, and a lot of people. I mean, people are already kind of on edge in this part of the city anyway, because there's a lot of shady types around here. And you guys just kind of take that in as you walk and kind of find this dust shop, and you get there and you see that it's again, this is a place that you first met Taupe. So yeah, that's where we're at when you get there.
Can I like lean over and like dramatically like kind of like touch the ground where he would normally stand?
Sure, just pat it.
I see that happening and just walk up to the counter and replenish my dust supply.
Just walk
Yeah,
in.
I'm gonna kind of like brush off
Yeah.
my hands and then go do that.
I'm remaining outside.
I would like to also go in and replenish my dust.
Arastra, as a I guess what I would define as the best of us. Do you wanna ask them if they've seen Taupe lately or any weirdness maybe?
I will
Yeah.
ask the shopkeeper if they've seen Taupe.
He lets you know that he hasn't seen Taupe in quite a while, right? Like ever since things kind of went nuts in the city, Taupe right indicated that he was going to join up with his friends and he was going to be part of the resistance, and he was very proud of it. And he apologized for not officially putting in his 2 weeks notice, which the shop owner thought was pretty funny, but that's sort of how Taupe did things. He was always trying to do things by the book and by the rules, and
Aw.
he didn't put in his 2 weeks notice and felt very bad about it, but he felt that like the protecting the city was going to be more important.
I like to go over to the figurine like gachapon and
I knew this was happening.
and get another one.
Okay, roll me a d20.
17.
Right, you turn through the thing and then you get one of the little pod things out.
Yeah.
When you open it up, it's I believe you already got one of these before, but you gave it away. It
Yeah.
was the Beacon Academy. So yeah, what do you guys want to do from here?
Go to the apartment.
So yeah, you guys keep following the street a little bit north and pretty close to it, right? You get to kind of typical apartment kind of complex in the hedges, right? Right, a lot of these windows are kind of boarded up. This is kind of a shady looking place. There's kind of an alley with like a fire escape ladders and stuff leading up the side, and there is kind of a front entrance that looks like it's supposed to have kind of like a door buzzer thing, but it's isn't working, and the door's just kind of hanging open.
Yeah, does the key card say the apartment?
Yeah, it's got
What's
the
the
apartment.
apartment
It's
number?
got the apartment number on there, like 4C, so it's 4 floors up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they know we're coming, so I think we might be okay to just kind of approach.
Before we go in, why don't I just take a quick look? Let me go up the fire escape and peek in the window and see if I see anything.
Just
Sounds
chirp
good.
down
Yeah.
to us when you
Yeah.
get up there.
I like that.
I like to go up the fire escape and stealthily peek through the 4th floor window.
Sure, yeah, give me a perception check.
15.
So yeah, you're able to kind of like shimmy up the fire escape, right? Use your glaives, and you're able to kind of scale your way up there. You kind of get around the 4th floor, and right, you find a window, right, that you're able to kind of look through. And looking in, right, there's some kind of curtains and stuff that are parted a little bit, but you're able to kind of look through there, and right, just looks like a pretty, standard apartment. You don't see anybody.
Unless anybody wants to stop me, I'm just gonna go up the stairs or elevator or whatever and head up there. I think you should stay though.
Okay. Can I take a look at this window and see if I could like open it easily without having to smash it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
You sure? Oh!
Hey, Chad, what'd you get? What'd you get?
That sure is a 1.
You start messing with the window to see if you could figure out how you could like jimmy it open or like. And like it's right, it's one of those with like the sliding lock thing that like, you know, the flap up or down whether it locks it. It's like real rattly, and when you try to like kind of jimmy it a little bit, you watch it go foop, and like lock.
Okay, well, I know if I'm going through that window, I'm breaking it.
Let's go upstairs.
So yeah, you guys go up the stairs, and right, you kind of take this place in as you wind up the stairwell, and right, you guys go up and you kind of make your way to the 4th floor. You walk down this hallway and you find door 4C.
Do we knock or do we just boop boop?
Squatters'
I
rights,
think
We
baby.
just go in.
Yeah, because it still looks
Yeah.
clear, right?
It's going.
Boop boop. Opened, and I step back and I put my weapon up.
Yeah, you swipe the card and the door pops open. It like slowly swings open and revealing the inside of this place. And yeah, it looks like right, almost like what you'd expect from like a college. It's kind of messy. I wouldn't call it like crazy messy, right? It's like someone that is trying to like kind of keep their stuff put together, but they're a kid. You can see Asher kind of through the window looking into this living room.
I don't open the window.
Come on!
I also don't open the window.
As you walk in, right, you get the sense, right, there's like hanging up on the wall, like kind of like a little whiteboard, like Taupes to-do list, right? And you get, this is Taupe's place. Looking around, right, it's pretty clear that this kid lives all by himself. Yeah, you, even in the living room, kind of off to the side, right, just out of where Asher's view would be, there's like a little area where he trains, like a little like kind of makeshift home gym where he's got some soft mats set up and some weights, and he's got some practice weapons there.
Asher taps on the glass.
I'm reading the whiteboard for Taupe's to-do list, but as I do so, I kind of absentmindedly open the window for Asher and walk back over to the whiteboard.
I climb in and I say, "Thank you, Arastra," as I look at the other two.
As you guys kind of like make your way in and start exploring and looking around a little bit, right, there's this whole place is sort of almost like a studio apartment, but there's kind of a partition that leads off to like another separate area that is like 3/4 of the way drawn closed to where you wouldn't be able to see what's on the other side of it.
Can I cautiously like look behind the like 3/4 pole?
So yeah, when you look on the other side of it, this is the area where Taupe sleeps. But you kind of look around and you see there's kind of another area like next to his cot where he's got like an easel set up. When you go over there, you see a couple of those figurines that he had been collecting from that gachapon machine, and he's got this like big magnifying glass set up next to this easel, and you can see that he's using this where he's making these really intricate drawings of these little figurines, and he's got them hanging up, and he's got like Shade Academy on there, and he's got Haven on there, and he's actually a pretty like a talented, like detail-oriented artist, and something that you guys just never picked up about him. And he's got other drawings too, just kind of like tucked away around on this desk. He's got a drawing of Takaya. He's got a drawing of his friend Kent that you guys met, and kind of like underneath the stack, you see drawings of of each of you guys, Team SAFR. That he
If you take him from us,
I swear to God,
I'm such a precious boy.
we are done professionally if you take him from us.
You see drawings of just different locations and towns and places. You even come across a drawing of a small boy that's kind of with like older people that may or may not be his family, but their faces don't have a lot of detail to them. Right? You get the sense that he doesn't remember these people that he's trying to draw here.
Monster.
Would there happen to be anything in some of the maps that are like, if I go missing, check here?
There's one thing, Pike, that you look at and you see this kind of drawing of this like small dusty village. This looks like someplace that you would, like a typical settlement that you would see in Vacuo. What do you roll for your semblance?
I roll a d12.
Okay, give me that.
9.
Right, something weird happens, something that you haven't felt happen in a really long time, right? You look at this drawing of this like village, and something about it, right, tugs at like your semblance, like something about it that you can't even like put your finger on. You get the sense that this is a place that you've been.
Okay.
Oh.
Does anyone else want to do anything or look for anything in particular?
I guess I'll just do a perception check to see if anything catches my eye.
Yeah, go for it.
Then
I would definitely like to do a perception check as well.
12 for me.
Nice.
20.
Arastra, you hear something kind of interesting, like muffled voices coming from one apartment over. It sounds like two two kids arguing.
Asher, you wanna hop back on that balcony?
That's exactly what I was about to go do.
Can I maybe like go out into the hallway and like go in front of the door
Yeah, sure.
in question?
I just would like to peek in the window again, but very stealthily.
My thought was
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Thank you.
My thought was to be outside the door in case like Taupe is like there. We'll like bust in.
18.
When you're like doing this kind of sneaky scope out of the window, you look and you see two kind of punk looking kids, right, like kind of rummaging through things, and one of them has fuchsia colored hair, and they're kind of like looking around.
The other one's holding raspberries.
The other one's holding 2 handfuls of raspberries. It's clear that they are in the wrong apartment, and they were trying to find Taupe's place. They were trying to do this from memory, and they are in the wrong spot.
I'd like to kick in the door.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
You like kick the door open, and it's like right at that moment, like it's hitting like that time of day where like the lights like automatically come on in the hallway, so it, like backlights you like right as you like kick this door in, and you kick it a little bit harder than you mean to, and it just like shatters against like the far wall, and these two kids like they freak the hell out, and right, they start screaming. They're like, "Oh my God, get out of here!" They're like running and scrambling, and they head for the window.
I would like to stand in front of the window and also intimidate them.
Ooh.
All right, give me an intimidation roll.
Please don't roll a
This
one.
is you have an advantage on this. You are aided by Pike's like nat 20.
Yes.
I'm so
Oh my God.
Wow.
So
What is with you? What is with
I
you,
don't know,
Chad?
dude. It's not a good day. 16. Thank God I had advantage because that would have been 2 critical fails.
You kind of just stand and block their exit hood down, right? Like lightning strikes, like right as you do it. And right, these kids, like they are completely freaked out now. They like trip over themselves because they don't know where to go. Right, they're on the floor. They're looking at both of you, and they've now backed into a corner. They're already starting to ramble, like, "Please don't hurt us! Please don't hurt us! We just came to look through Taupe's stuff. We just want to see if he had anything worth stealing." And they're freaked out.
I'd like to pick up one of the kids and like bam up against the wall.
I'm in the hallway, but I'm just watching all of this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you slam him against the wall, and he's like, you could barely understand him. Right, you've got like a fuchsia, right, and like fuchsia just like rambling. What are you asking him? I mean, they're ready to spill whatever bean.
Now I'm gonna look at Fuchsia and I'm gonna say, "Where is Taupe?"
I mean, he's so stunned. He like barely even knows how to answer your question. And he's like, they took him. They just wanted to take him. They told us that we brought him. If we got him out of the sewer, that they would take him.
Who is they?
He's like the Hana gang. He kind of tells you this about how the Hana gang, recruited them just kind of before all this started, and when everything kind of popped off, that they wanted to be able to keep tabs on where this resistance was, just so they can know what was going on. So these kids have been going in and out of the sewers, giving reports to the Hana gang. But Taupe started sniffing around, and he was taking his job a little bit too seriously. And when they told Vermilion what was going on, he said, "Well, let's get him."
Where did they take him?
They took him to their compound.
I'm gonna keep asking, "Where's the compound?"
He gives you an address, right? That's in kind of some of the upper levels of the city.
We should check their person just to see if they have any like notes, letters, comms, anything that they use.
I'm gonna drop them and I'm gonna say, "Empty your pockets, both of you."
Yeah, so they started emptying their pockets, and right, they do have one thing that's kind of interesting. It's just kind of like this sticker-looking thing that's attached to this like very small like metal-backed like card. And right, when you look at it in the light, you can kind of see the Hana gang like symbol on it.
What is this?
They're like, "Oh, you flash that at the compound, and then you can get through the front gate."
Well, I guess we should probably kill him to keep him from tipping off the Hana gang. And then I like kind of wink.
Their eyes
Like,
get, like,
you know,
real
yeah,
wide.
Yeah.
They start freaking out, and they're like, "We'll tell you anything you want to know about the compound, right? We'll tell you where anything we know. Any way we can help, we'll just tell you."
Yeah. Is there any like loose paper and a pen nearby I can like grab? It's like throw it at him. Just draw us the map.
Yeah, sure.
Give us info.
Yeah, so they draw a little map of this compound, and kind of like long courtyard that leads toward this kind of warehouse looking thing. They point out where there's like a gap in the wall. If you guys remember from season 1, right, that there was the Berengal that had like come into the city that was acting really weird and had stormed the Hana gang's compound, right? So they point out there's like a breach in the wall over here. There's the front gate over here. There's a camera right here by it. There's a couple of guards that hang out in this courtyard, and then back back behind all that is the warehouse, and that leads to kind of like where they do all their operations and where they used to store drugs. But now the Vermilion's been here, they're real secretive about what's going on in there, and Vermilion kind of runs all the shots. And that's where they took Taupe.
Is there anything you can think of that he left out that we might find helpful?
Just that Vermilion really wants to know where those artifacts are, and that's all he wants, and he wanted to get rid of anybody that could ask too many questions or would know too much.
We got 3 options. We can take him back to Takaya and lock him up. We could set him free. Or, that seems like a lot of work. We could just kill him.
I turn on my drill.
They're like, let us go. We won't say nothing. We won't say. We promise we won't say anything.
Here's what I want the 2 of you to do. You're gonna march your little butts. You're gonna go into the sewers, and you're gonna go tell Takaya everything you just told us. And if we find out that you didn't do that, I turn on my drill.
So you're gonna turn it on and drill something if we don't.
No, let me be clear. If we find out that you didn't do that,
they go scrambling away, and you can hear them like hauling butt down Keister down the hallway, down the stairs.
Asher stands up and then gives Pike a pat on the shoulder. Good job.
Yeah, what I meant to do right after that was
takes a lot out of you.
Let's go to the compound.
We should go talk to Abby, especially now that we know this. We might need some help.
I like that idea a lot, Asher. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys make your way down to the warehouse district, and you head to that spot, Asher, that you remembered from kind of your dealings with Abby in the past. And pretty much right when you guys walk up, some of her people kind of like pop out of the shadows. They've clearly been expecting you, and they just kind of like nod you guys in. You walk in, and you've kind of got that open area that leads down a little bit deeper into her little compound. And if you guys want to go all the way down there, we can just kind of skip the narration of that.
That was pretty intense for Pike. I think I'm just gonna stay up and keep some fresh air.
This is actually a pretty good time, right? We don't have to get into specifics of it, but has Pike ever told anything about his semblance or about like stuff from his past? I mean, you guys know that Pike left school because of an incident that happened long ago, but yeah.
I feel like Pike likes to project positivity. I feel like all y'all really know about is that there was an incident.
We all as players know of it. And we've like suggested, but what if you did it here? But was that just outside of game or was that in game? Do we actually know, or have we just seen you get really lucky or fail miserably?
How I perceived it is that every time you've done your semblance, anytime it's been a success, you've said it with like much gusto, like it's something, like the truck, that's the one, we need to go to it. It's like this certainty that we're picking up from you. So we don't really know what it is, but I think we can maybe assume.
When I'm really sure about something, I'm really sure. That wasn't always the case, but it is now.
Yeah, Pike's semblance hasn't always worked the way it does right now.
You know how like probability works, where it's like just because it's like 50% chance doesn't mean it's going to be like every other. Sometimes you have a really good streak for a really long time, and then something really bad happened. I'm gonna stay up here and just get some fresh air.
I'll add on to this kind of like that little moment, right? Like you've been kind of picking that feeling over in your head while you guys have been walking down towards this warehouse, and I'll say that you probably haven't felt anything like what you felt since you were younger and your semblance used to be different. Yeah, so Pike's gonna hang out up there and just kind of like let that kind of like marinate a little bit, I guess.
Make awkward small talk with the goons.
You guys go on down, and we'll just kind of put you kind of in Abby's little like makeshift throne room. She, as soon as she sees you guys, she kind of like, what? Hold on, actually, are you doing anything with a bracer or anything before you walk in?
I should lean over to her roster and be like, you should hide that. If Abby sees it, she's gonna want it.
I don't think you need to get too complicated with how you're hiding it, right? Just, are you wearing it, or are you gonna like conceal it?
Put it in a bag.
It's concealed. I know, yeah.
As you guys start walking up, she starts that like sarcastic, like slow clap, like, the heroes have returned from their successful mission. She starts doing the talking immediately. She's like, I asked you guys to hit that caravan and rob it. I certainly did not expect for you guys to destroy most of it. That is impressive work.
We didn't have much of a choice.
You guys held up your end of the deal, and I can hold up mine. Was there anything? What were they moving on those trucks?
We're not sure. We recovered a couple of briefcases that we transported back into the city, but right now we're actually looking for Taupe. We have someone we need to rescue. We were wondering if you you might be able to come help us out if you had any, supplies or support.
She looks like totally kind of affronted by that, and she's like, so what, we have like some kind of relationship now where you guys can come freely ask me to do things for you? She's like, we had one deal.
We risked our lives to help you out.
Yeah, well, that was part of the deal. That
It's
you
the
guys,
Hana gang, Abby.
You got to see like her interests like kind of peak up just a little bit, and she's like, well, my beef is with the Wave gang, but oh man, sticking it to them would be really nice. One of you give me a persuasion check.
I rolled a 20 with my +4, so.
You see kind of like the wheels turning in her head, and she's like, okay, here's what I'll do. My priority is taking out the Wave whenever we're ready to do that. But I will send like some of my guild with you. I'll send you 2 of my best, and they can. What exactly are you going to go do with the Hana gang?
Can they be the 2 that I'm hanging out with upstairs now?
Yeah, absolutely. They could be the 2 that you're hanging out with upstairs.
Yeah, we've bonded a lot.
Have you asked them their names? What did you find out?
Beav and Keister.
Beav and Keister. Okay.
And we've been talking about our Gachapon collections.
Okay. So yeah, she's just really interested in what exactly you're going to go do.
It's primarily a rescue mission, but we also want to find out what information they've discovered about the artifacts and everything that's been going on.
So she hears that and she's even more convinced. She's like, yeah, I definitely would like all the help I can get. And if they take all of you guys out before that happes, that's no good for me. She kind of looks at this as like protecting an investment.
Right.
So yeah, she's like, okay, so I'll send Keister and Beef with you guys.
Oh, please, no.
She's like,
Yes.
She's like, they're pretty good. They're pretty good at the sneaking around thing, right? So if you need help, kind of taking out any like spare guards or stray eyes, right? Like they can do that pretty silently and quickly. Yeah. So what do you guys do from here?
We're playing hacky sack upstairs.
Okay. As you guys are kind of walking out, right, of this area, Abby does kind of like call to you. She's like, just be careful with that Vermilion guy. I don't know. I hear a lot of rough stuff about that dude. So yeah,
Noted.
she kind of sends you off with that little parting word of wisdom. And yeah, you guys go back up top and you meet with Pike, who is playing hacky sack with our unnamed NPC characters.
No, they're
and,
named. They're very named.
Okay, with Keister and Beef.
Keister and Beef.
And
Yeah. Oh, Beef K. That was a big sesh. Good job. Y'all can really sack it up.
like they're part of an assassins like thieves guild, so they're both kind of like gothy, and they're like, yeah, it's whatever. So you guys start heading towards the Hana compound, and right, they immediately kind of take to the rooftops in the shadows, right, and they're kind of keeping an eye on things from a distance. Okay, yeah, so you guys head towards the compound. You know that there's like a front gate, right? You have this little kind of like access like holographic reflective thing that you can swipe in front of the gate to open it. You know that there's a breach on one of the side walls. It's kind of a long courtyard that leads toward this warehouse. You know, there's a couple of guards in there, and there's a security camera by the front gate as well. So yeah, how are you guys approaching this when you kind of get to the compound?
Successful.
I just kind of like look around and see if there's like anything that's clear of like, oh, that looks like maybe like a good entrance or something.
Yeah, go and give me a perception check.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, as you approach, right, like it more or less matches this kind of crudely drawn map, right? There is like a big outer wall that's probably like a good 10-15 feet high, right? It's got this like mechanized gate on the front. Inside, you can see that there's a camera kind of pointed at the front gate, and then there's this like big courtyard, right, that has some like other trucks and like a couple of guards kind of moving around, that leads to kind of this big door on the warehouse, kind of about 2 or 3 floors up from the main door, right? There are some kind of like windows and like skylight type access to that warehouse as well. And yeah, that's sort of what you're looking at as you walk up.
Does Pike also notice any cars around us that look like or vans or things that might belong inside there?
Yeah, I mean, right, like it looks like they receive deliveries and stuff there, and they unload stuff there kind of in that front area. So Asher, you wanna steal a van?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Still a van?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Thank you, God.
Right, you find a van kind of off the side of the street, and you're able to. I mean, do you want a van or do you want like a delivery truck type thing?
I would like to choose the car that Pike pointed out looks like it most fits with his when he got that great perception there.
Okay, yeah, something like a movie or like a delivery truck.
Sure.
And so yeah, you're able to get in there and like hotwire that. So what do you want to do with it?
Yeah, I just like casually walk up and just like, you know, just like, and then the door just opens up and I'm just like, get in. And then Phoenix seems to be our wheelman, so I'm gonna let Phoenix drive.
I'm gonna use my semblance.
What?
and see if I can perceive like the best action to take here.
Hold on. Okay, we got a couple things going. I just stole a car.
I think he wants to roll to see if he can see like a magic golden beam that leads him through the right maze to make all the right turns.
Or I mean, the way my semblance work, if it's good, maybe we'll find out like a delivery that's supposed to happen today.
Oh, let's do it. Let's
All right.
roll.
It's a neutral result.
That's a neutral result. Yeah, right. You don't feel kind of a tug any particular way.
Cool.
You don't really know if like kind of getting in this van is the best thing or something else, right? It's very your semblance is being really weird after what just happened.
Meanwhile, Asher's just like motioning, like, "Come on!" Like I just
get
broke
in
into
the
this
van.
car.
All right, everyone gets to the van. Phoenix is driving, and what? You guys are just rolling up to the front gate.
Yeah, I'm rolling up. I guess I'm
Sure.
driving to the front gate.
Okay,
Who has the key card?
I guess I have it now.
sure. Yeah, you scan it, and the gate opens, and give me
It explodes.
Give me a bluff check, just in general. Like
All of us?
All of us?
you're driving. You're the one that everyone can see.
Criminy.
That's what you have plus 10, right?
No, I actually have a lot though. +4. So
Whoa!
11.
As that gate opens, right, and there's some of these kind of guards like milling around. Also, because it seems like y'all have forgotten, I'm just reminding you that you do have Beeve and Keister kind of waiting in the wings if you guys need.
Oh yeah, we gotta call them in.
Literally did forget about them.
But yeah, so there's like 3 of these guards kind of in this front area, and one of them kind of like they're kind of like opening like some shipping container, and there's like another one standing near the kind of the warehouse door, just kind of patrolling and scoping out the rooftops and stuff. And then there's one that kind of looks over to you, and he kind of peers for just a second, and right, you're kind of bluff check, like you look like you belong, and he just kind of like waves you over and points you towards like a paddock area that's like near the warehouse door.
Okay, I wave and move on. All right, as we're rolling forward, what are we seeing on the way to this paddock?
Right, there's several kind of like unloading areas up here. It's a pretty long courtyard, the tall gates kind of on either side, and again you've got this huge warehouse in front of you.
Is there any way that we could, like, either one or all of us could maybe like duck out of the back of the van without being seen, so we can kind of like get to the warehouse? Or
I'm thinking about being sassy right here because I'm like, yeah, that would have been pretty easy to have done that prior to like getting into this compound and like scaling from the outside,
Stealing a
but
van
yeah.
and all this other stuff.
Yeah, probably. Well, I was trying to make it believable going in.
But no. I mean, you're in there, right? So, right, you could like kind of pop out of the back of the van and make your way towards, but there is a guard kind of standing up there, so you'd have to sneak past him if you wanted.
We could call in Beeve and Keister and have them murder this guy, just straight up murder.
I think at this point we should leave it to them.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Okay.
Let's let
All right.
Arastra and Phoenix steer for a second, because now we're in a van and I have not all of my aura points. So what do y'all think we should do?
Do you want to call in Beeve and Keister?
I think we should.
Over the years of Abby and I working together, and we kind of established this before, we kind of know like the sign language, right?
There's like
For,
a thieves
doing
shorthand.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I would assume that with them having eyes on me, I could I could make the symbols to be like, kill
absolutely.
that guy or whatever.
Yeah. So who do you want to take out? Do you want to take out this guy by the front? There's a couple of guys over by the kind of unloading some stuff off to the side.
I'm kind of in diversion mode. Like I don't know how we go about that exactly, but if we can motion to them to sneak in and not kill Taupe, but retrieve him.
There's no way he's gonna let you do that.
Yeah, I think we have to go in. I think we're the ones responsible for Taupe.
We'll skip ahead where Asher's having like a sign language argument with them,
conversation.
where they're like, we're not going in there. We're gonna help y'all get in. Like,
Okay,
this is y'all's rodeo. Is like basically.
Well, then are they the diversion? Because right now eyes are on us because we just drove in and they're watching
Yeah,
us
absolutely,
Yeah.
they could be.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's do
get him
that.
a van.
You're saying have them create a diversion for us?
Yeah, exactly. So
Makes
we can
sense.
get in.
You give them the signal, right? You see this kind of like grappling hook rope thing shoot down and wrap around one of the guards' feet and just yank him up out of this courtyard. And he just goes like screaming as he goes like sailing up towards the rooftops on the other side of the courtyard. And both of these guards look and they're immediately like shouting and running over in that direction. What are you guys doing?
I'm
Proceeding
gonna
into
jump
the
out of the
paddock.
truck and run to the warehouse and sort of duck
Okay.
behind. the warehouse.
Yeah.
Full sprint.
Well,
Wait,
that's
could we
when my
not-
plan's out the window, so I'm following. Because I was gonna just be like, I'll grab a box and pretend like I didn't see that, but nope.
Ashley's
that's
still like
gone.
carrying a box.
I'm
like-
seizing the
I
moment.
got really confused, so I've grabbed a box, but I'm running at full speed.
And I'm still in the truck because I don't think I ever stopped the car. I don't know
No,
where
yeah.
everyone's gone now.
So you guys running to the side of the warehouse. There's like the big door, right? The big kind of
door.
like
Okay.
garage door on front, and to the side you would see kind of like fire escape type stuff leading up towards the side of the building.
Is there a place where I can park this truck?
You can
without-
park it wherever you want.
I'm gonna park and I'm gonna grab a box and I'm gonna run.
Yeah, so you guys
Like
go
one
running
dock
off
worker.
to the side of the warehouse and towards
Yeah.
these fire escapes, and you can make your way up and you can get on top of this thing. And there's some kind of skylight access up here.
What do we see down
Yeah, what do
through
we
those
see?
skylights?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Ah,
Oh
10.
no, 5.
Should we all roll?
Anybody else want to
Sure.
take a gander?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Sure.
14.
From the skylight, right, you can see just kind of like there's like rows of shelves and stuff where they've got all kinds of containers and stuff, like huge shipping containers like you would see like on a train or right, that have been kind of loaded in here, like rows and rows of them. There's some guards down there, right, and you see kind of like an office area tucked away, right, that seems like, you know, every now and then you'll see a guard kind of like poke his head in there and then come out. But from the skylight, right, it looks like you could actually drop down onto top of one of these big shelving units.
Here's what I'm thinking. It looks like there's a little office, and I think there's a pretty good chance, because if he's in a box somewhere, we're done. So I think we drop down. I think we knock over a shelf on the other side, and then we shoop into the office.
Classic distraction.
I open the thing and drop down.
Okay.
Great.
Chat's face right now.
Great.
Fine.
So you drop in. Did you start this diversion thing, or you just dropping in?
I'm assuming it's like office on one side and then just like rows. So I want to drop in to the shelf that's like closest to the office and then like flatten.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
All right,
Flat
I
as a
follow.
cat.
Only I do a 3-point landing and not flatten. I look way cooler than Pike.
Yeah, and so there are like a handful of guards, like very right, assassin-y looking guys. Right, we haven't talked a lot about like the Hana gang because we haven't encountered them too much, but they're pretty far below you. We'll say like kind of 20 to 30 feet.
how do you guys feel about trying a fog cloud again?
Fog cloud's pretty good.
It hasn't worked yet, but it could.
If we go knock something in the opposite direction and then fog cloud,
You want to knock a box off a shelf far away. So that's what that's
I
the
wanted
plan that you
to
relayed.
knock a shelf and create a domino effect.
I would like, if we're gonna go, I guess this is Pike. Pike's been just killing it this episode, so here we go. I'm down to listen to Pike's plan and create a distraction. I imagine Arastra and I had a little conversation about who's gonna do this, because at first Pike was like, "I'll do it." We're like, "Nope,
Yep.
because that's gonna make a lot of noise." So if he wants to knock down this whole shelving unit, what if I attached gravity dust to the end of one of Arastra's arrows, and then she fired it at the shelf to knock it over?
I think she's got gravity dust.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I guess you would. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I
Yeah.
don't need to leave. Yeah,
I'd be
that's fine.
down
I'll
for
stay
that.
mine.
I just want to knock down the last shelf on the other end away from the office so that they all run
Right.
that direction. What do you think?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, give me the dexterity roll. Let's see how accurate you are.
14 plus
Yeah.
3, 17.
All right.
Okay, yeah. You fire that right, and your aim is true, and it sails over and like detonates on the other side, and that shelf falls over and makes this enormous racket. And right, several of the guards are all turning and running in that direction, which is pretty far away from where you guys are. Right, this like imagine like a Home Depot size. Like, so Phoenix, you're scaling down. Is everyone else
Yeah.
hopping down? What do you guys? How are you guys approaching this?
I like to kind of like quietly make my way down.
Are there boxes on these shelves?
Yeah. They have shipping containers and boxes and
Are they easy to open?
yeah, sure.
I would
You
like
have to
to.
give me a strength check.
And I got a nat 20, baby.
Right, you were able to like rip one of these containers open, kind of where you are. Right, this one is filled with weapons.
Interesting.
Rosso, do you have something?
No, I was just going to say, I'm still up on the roof. I kind of want to survey the whole scene
Okay.
and be prepared to jump in or help however I can as it unfolds.
I kind of want to get down there and see if I can like actually see in, because I'm assuming a lot of the times it's like they have like a window in to like the room as well or something, you know?
Can I like get over to the final shelf that's the closest to the door? I want to be on top of that one.
Yeah, sure. Give me a stealth check since you're kind of like traversing across like this warehouse. I mean, you
asked
have
for
an
this
advantage.
earlier.
You have an advantage because the guards are all distracted.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was a 15 for the first one.
Always roll that second.
Yeah, just in case.
Could be a 20.
Oh, yeah, 24.
Yes, you're able to move across pretty sneakily, right? You're able to kind of start making your way, we'll say we'll get you like halfway through the warehouse to kind of be able to survey it from up here, so you're at a pretty good vantage point. Pike, you are trying to peek into this office area.
I'm down to get either like right up against it or like maybe just one row back and kind of like trying to see into this office.
You look through there and you can see kind of right, they've got this office area, but they also have this other kind of like other like more secure area that leads to kind of like another part of this compound that has like kind of like a big like gated door on it and like a keypad access and stuff. But kind of in one of this like, it'd be like what would have been like the foreman's office in this like warehouse, you actually see a bloodied taupe tied to a chair.
Does he look conscious?
No, he does not.
I mean, I want to go check on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Are you being sneaky
Yeah.
or are you just running in?
I have to imagine like the natural response is to just run in.
Yeah, especially if we didn't immediately see anybody. I think I would kind of just go in. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of
same.
hear some shouting kind of off over to the side, but yeah, so you go in.
I do want to close the door behind us.
Okay, yeah, you close the door behind you, but there is still that kind of like heavy access door, like as part of this room that leads to another
I
part
see.
of this
Okay.
compound. You go in and right, you see Taupe is unconscious, kind of like head drooped forward, still breathing, and is like tied to this chair, and yeah, what do you do?
Untie him.
You start untying him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you start untying him, he starts kind of like he starts getting a little like conscious, and he's kind of like mumbling a little bit, and he looks up and he sees you guys. He looks up, he sees you guys, and all of a sudden he seems like he's getting a little panicky. And he's like, "You shouldn't be here. They're expecting you guys. You shouldn't be here." You hear what sounds like footsteps coming from the other side of this access door.
I want to make a break for it and get out of the room. We like come out from where we just came from.
Okay.
And I want to let them kind of go in front of me for sure, and then kind of keep my weapon trained on the door.
Yeah. So as you start moving, right, this door actually flies open, and out steps figure that Pike you've never seen before, but Arashtra would recognize him. This is Vermilion Radek, stepping right outside of this door, and he looks and takes in this scene. He doesn't talk. He immediately pulls out a weapon, this enormous mace that he's got, and he starts swinging it in your direction, Pike.
I try to block it. Whoa.
So this
Oh,
guy,
no.
this is Vermilion,
no.
right? And you can kind of right, like this is a huge dude, and he steps out, and right, you just kind of see like the whites of his eyes behind this mask, and he immediately drops this weapon out and swings this this mace, right, that disconnects and turns it into a flail, and he swings it in your direction. Pike, what's your AC?
13.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, this guy, like, the door opens, he turns and sees you. I mean, and there's like no hesitation. I mean, it's immediate, like, flail disconnects in this mace. He swings it at you. He comes in, takes one big swing at you, and right, he hits you for 5 damage with electrical charge on this flail. It makes contact with you, shocks you, and you are paralyzed. And he runs up immediately and lifts his foot and like plants a kick into your chest. Give me a strength roll.
Okay, geez. 19.
So yeah, you take 5 damage from the initial mace flail, right? It shocks you and paralyzes you. He runs up, plants a boot in your chest to kick you. You're able to like steel yourself so that you don't fall like flat on your back, right? But you take 10 damage from that kick, right? You felt like there's like this, you hear this loud like mechanical sound as his boot hits you, and it just like propels you back about 10 feet into the warehouse.
That was a 19.
I rolled a 19.
Jesus Christ.
You were rolling to not get
Not fall
knocked
over.
over when he kicked you. So yeah,
Okay.
and the weirdest thing happens when his foot touches you, right? You feel this weird pull at your aura, and he kind of looks at you, and right, like you kind of see that mask kind of like tilt a little bit, like he's studying you, and he's like, "Huh, you have a very interesting semblance." And you feel the weirdest pull at your aura as he starts to use it.
Oh.
And that is where we will end this session.
Are you kidding me?
I think I warned you.
Oh God.